Hi everybody, this is one of my favorite recipes from Smitten Kitchen, creamed mushrooms, and on the Smitten Kitchen blog they're on toast. I like French bread. So sit back, this is a really easy recipe. It's a little time consuming to do it all by hand the way I did, but you can also use a food processor to make it go a lot faster. Sit back and enjoy. If you're on a low carb diet or you don't want to eat a lot of bread, you can also make this and just serve the mushrooms on top of steak or some other meat, and it's still absolutely delicious. We're going to take one large shallot and peel it and mince it. You're going to want to make sure you cut it up nice and small, but be careful not to cut your fingers. So we're going to cook our shallots in 2 tablespoons of butter. And as always, I like to cut the butter up to smaller pieces to make it a little easier to melt down in the pan. Put the pan on a medium-high heat to melt the butter, and then add your shallot. I tried to cut the shallots very small. You can use whatever type of mushroom you prefer. I tend to like baby Bella for this. You want to mince it very small. You could also put it in a food processor if you'd like. I found this was easier, but time consuming. So 20 minutes later, here is half a pound of minced mushrooms. So we're going to pour our minced mushrooms in with our shallots. Make sure that we mix them up really well. They're going to continue to cook for a while. And trust me, they'll reduce quite a bit while they're cooking. These are cooking on a medium-high heat. This is looking pretty good, so we're going to add our 2 tablespoons of wine. Reduce the heat. And cover it for about 5 minutes. Once it's had a few minutes to cook, with the lid on, we're going to add a 1/4 cup of cream and let it cook on a low heat for a few more minutes. While it's cooking, you can start to prepare the bread. And this is about done. We're going to cut some chives and then put it on top. So Smitten Kitchen recommends toast. I want to do this with French bread. I feel like French bread will hold up pretty well. It will support it nicely. Right. So we're going to start buttering our bread. Now I think Smitten Kitchen recommends chives, but I will use green onion on anything. So we're going to sprinkle a couple green onions on there. And a dollop of our creamed mushrooms. And this is absolutely delicious.